Hi, good morning. Happy Sunday. Okay, it's Sunday in Lagos, Nigeria. What is it where you are? But even if it is not Sunday yet where you are, I think it's a beautiful day where you are. Thank you for staying tuned to our channel, the channel of self empowerment. It is a channel for those who are bold, who are willing to take the challenge of living their lives by the reins. This is not about depending on any institution or anything for self development. It's about you growing from inside out. If you were a devoted member of any religious body, this program will even help you to get better at what you do. That is, if your goal is self-development above all other material things. You know, it will be a blessing for anybody to develop from inside to become self-reliant, self-dependent in thoughts, in emotions, and acquire the tools of controlling what you think. Some say you should do mind control, you should control your mind. I tell you what, if you are ready for the asylum, then you can focus on controlling your mind. But if you want to be a healthier, happier person, your interest should be on controlling the content of your mind. Okay? You can't control your mind. It's not possible. The attempt will give you ashes in your mouth. So, how do you do it? Or why am I saying that it is not possible to control the mind? The mind is smarter than you are. The mind is very wily. If you are living at a level of life where you feel that you are not able to achieve your mental goals and every other goals, then it simply means that you are at the level of infancy. Therefore, to attempt to control the mind is an impossibility. A lot of people have ended up in the asylum because of that. It is one of the root causes of madness. So, what your focus rather should be is to control the content of your mind. This is why I talk about subconscious blueprint all the time. That's why I talk about thinking, controlling your thoughts, okay, and controlling your emotions. You can say no to thoughts. You can say no to feelings, how you feel, by not saying no to them. That is one thing about human development. It looks like a system of negation. It's like when you want something, you don't actually want that thing. Okay? You have a thought that you consider contrary to your state of being. Let's assume you just woke up and find yourself miserable. How many of you have woken up by 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m.? You realize that what woke you up is very sad feelings. And you may not be able to tie that feeling to any occurrence in your life. It's just like a ball, smoldering negatively in the middle of your chest. You feel very depressed. Okay? Or it could even be that a particular state of life, a particular experience you are going through is what began to trouble you. And you woke up very morose, very sad and depressed. Now, what should you do? Number one, your soul, the inner you, is drawing your attention to a problem that is nagging. A problem that you should be solving by now, but you have not given it attention. So that is the first thing you should know. The second thing you should know is that you should not fight the feeling. A lot of us fight the feeling. This is where people resort to all forms of placebos, something that they will use to replace. Is it placebo you call it, or placebo, or placebo? Okay, whatever it is, you look for an alternative. Some feeling so sad and depressed, they go for their pills, antidepressant pills. Some want to watch programs on TV. Some just want to pick a book and read. Some want to rise and take the battle to the gates of the enemies. And they stand, pick their holy books and start blasting in prayers, attacking the enemies. You see, the enemy in that instance is your thoughts. It's your unresolved problem, unresolved life's challenges. In the clear sense of it, who is not resolving these challenges? You. So the enemy at that time is you. So if you fight your enemy and ask them to die, you are killing yourself. So at that moment, the right thing to do is to audit the emotion, to audit the feeling. Okay, now I am speaking, most of the things, over 80% of what I say in this channel are personal experiences, things I have experienced, I have encountered, battles that I have won. So I am telling you that these things are possible. So you sit up, or even if you are lying down on the bed, ask yourself a question. What is this feeling telling me? What is the message of this feeling? You are likely to hear, not really hear from your ear, but the answers will well up. You know, it's an impressive thing. It's an impression kind of thing. You say, you are not good enough. Yes, I know you are saying that I'm not good enough, but why? Audit the question. Why is it saying that I am not good enough? And you are going to come across a feeling like you are not doing what you should be doing in your life right now. Probe further. What should I be doing right now? Okay, that I am not doing. What should I be doing? Okay. Oh, you are having a routine that is contrary to your goal. You wake up in the morning, you go to a job that you don't like, you work with people that you really don't care about. The only thing that gives you pleasure on that job is the pay that you are getting, and the pay doesn't even last to the end of the month, and then you are owing by midway into the month. You borrow, and then all of this process. Is this how you should be living your life? That is the thought. Okay, now the implication, the message of the thought to you is that you are not good enough. You are not living the life you should be living right now. It could even go further by telling you your mates have gone ahead of you. And it might tell you, oh, you are growing old. A lot of people are afraid to tell people their age. They don't want to even talk about it. It is that fear of insignificance that's saying that at this age, I should be here, there, everywhere, but I'm nowhere but here. It is a very sordid state of being. The emotions, as you are asking these questions, the emotion is loosening. Sometimes it is spreading all over you and making you even feel more miserable. Some people cry. Some people pick up the phones and call somebody to start lamenting too. These are not solutions at all. Some call their spiritual leaders, their pastors or their imams or whoever it is that they have as their spiritual heads, and they start lamenting. You are giving the game to the wrong person. It's your problem. You are to solve it. You have the resources to solve it. The first resource I've given to you is questioning, auditing the content of your emotion. Ask questions. Answers will come on the spot. And then, the next thing you are to do is to say, what is this thing telling me? Which is the question you've been asking since is that you are not good enough. You are not living the life you should be living. You are backward. You are retrogressive. And whatever it is, if it is sickness, you are going to die. All of those things. But listen very carefully. Any statements that an emotion, a feeling, a thought tells you is always, mark my word, is always a lie. Okay? It's always a lie. You are going to die. It's not true. Okay? You are worthless. It's not true. Okay? You are powerless. You are insignificant. It's not true. If you were powerless or insignificant, you won't be a human being. There were millions of sperm cells that wanted to be you. They all failed, but you became the one. This is just me going into the motivational side of the whole thing, but this is not meant to motivate. It's meant to transform you, give you a tool that can help you transform yourself from this moment, that mood of depression and moroseness. It is not a demonic attack. Okay? It is your soul, your inner being throwing issues to you, telling you what you should be solving, what you should be solving. And mind has interpreted it to mean you are insignificant. And mind is interpreting that thing on the basis of your subconscious blueprint around your life's goal. E.g., you had a goal sometime that at 25, you should have your master's. Okay? You should have been married with children. But now you are 35, you've not done any of these things. You are still struggling. So, that is a social construct that you made. It's something you contract you made between yourself and your mind. Say, I am going to get this by so time. But you couldn't get it because of some habits that deterred you, or because of some exigencies or whatever it was that stopped you. You couldn't get there. But that is not what defines your life. But for the content of your mind, that is your life. It is seeing life as that, because mind cannot see beyond your blueprint. So looking at your blueprint, it gives you an interpretation. You are not good enough on the basis of that thing. But what is life really? Is it about the goals you set? No, you are life before you set a goal. Therefore, you are superior to the goals and the consequences of the goals you have set. Don't let that be the basis of it. Or it could be that people are speaking so many things about you, some evil things about you, and they are filtering into you. The truth is this, people don't understand this. We all humans are connected. Whatever somebody else thinks or feels about you, even if the person does not say it to you, you can sense it if you are very, very open. You can sense them. These are the sources of most of the moroseness and depressions and unhappiness that people feel. They just don't know where they are coming from. They are projections. Thoughts are being hurled at them. If I thought of you right now, and I had a negative thought or a positive thought about you, you will feel it, but you know where it is coming from. That's how we are. Now, if your mind is such a funnel that is open to receive without a filter, it goes into you and you start manifesting certain elements that are not positive. You won't know why. So, this is why I say create a blueprint. In my last video, I said create a blueprint that is questioning. It's like create that system that every moment is asking, what am I thinking? How am I feeling? What is my feeling telling me right now? Now, when you get the answer, you are not good enough, you are backward, you are retrogressive, this sickness is going to kill you, all of that, do not accept it. One, how do you not accept it? One, you don't fight the thought and say you are lying. It's a lie. I reject you by fire, by force. You are accepting it by that because you visited it emotions. And thoughts need your emotion to thrive. If you deny them your emotion, they are weakened. Therefore, do not start addressing them, because that's how you visit them emotions. So you ignore the thoughts. Okay? You could say to yourself, not to the thought, to yourself, okay, I am better than I feel. I am stronger than I think. Problems are meant to be solved. I was designed, conceived by life to solve problems. And this problem, I have solved it. I am open to solutions to these problems. I am open to the power to withstand the onslaught of this problem. I am open to people, situations, habits, thoughts that can dislodge this problem. That is You are doing this on the basis of taking your mind away from the problem and finding a solution to it. That's one. The second one is to say, okay, you know what? Anybody that is sad, depressed, is living in ingratitude. So why don't you start by going the opposite way? Leave the problem totally. And say, okay, if I am not feeling well, what is making me not feel well right now? Why am I not feeling happy? Pick a journal, write down things for which you are happy. I always recommend do 10. Don't just write 1, I am happy because I am alive. Write it, but feel it. Don't leave that thought. Stay on that thought of I am happy because I'm alive until the emotions of being happy for being alive well up within you. And you are vibrant and radiant and grateful. Sometimes it can bring tears to your eyes, then move to the second one. In that order, do them to 10, and then keep it and begin to move with that. That way, you will conquer the challenges of fear.